Nothing, Ma. Don't worry, I'm just fine.
Yeah, it's nothing serious, Sophia. Probably just a pulled muscle. It happened in class when she tried to do a 6-count Cincinnati riff with a double pullback. It goes something like this. Robert Weinstein did the same thing when they changed her medication. Do you think she could take Dorothy's place in the recital?
Oh, come on. Honey, I'll be fine by next week.
Maybe you should have it checked by a doctor.
Oh, come on. It's a very simple thing that comes and goes. I've had it for years. I probably just overdid it in class tonight.
I do think you ought to have it checked out.
Oh, it's perfectly all right. Ma, what is that you're knitting?
A bottle cover for the sherry.
Why do we need to cover the sherry?
Not the sherry here in the house. The sherry I take to the park. You drink out of a paper bag in the park, and suddenly everybody's your friend.
Oh, Sophia, I don't think it's a good idea to drink in the park.
Hey, I do it once a month with the girls from the Cloud Society. The Cloud Society? Yeah, we stake out a bench, knock a few sherries back, and discuss what we think the clouds look like. One afternoon, I thought I saw Pat Sajak riding side saddle on a dolphin.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Oh, yeah, good idea. There's that salad in the fridge. Sophia? No, I have to finish this. Knit 1, purl 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knock it off, Rose. It's just that I've always dreamed about learning to tap dance, and I guess I get too gung-ho about things. When I was a child, I used to get overexcited and pet the cat too hard. Oh, what is it?
Nothing. I'm all right. I'm fine.
No, you are not, and I'm tired of watching you suffer. That's what Daddy said to our horse, old Toby, when he broke his leg. Then he shot him.
Your family was awfully tough on pets, weren't they, Rose?
Dorothy, this could be more serious than you think. Now, why don't you have a doctor look at that foot?
I already have.
Where?
1965.
You don't want to miss the recital?
It is fine.
Oh, really? Let's see you do a Cincinnati time step.
Fine. And.
Oh, honey.
Oh, all right, I'll go. For the sake of the act.
If you really want to do something for the sake of the act, have one of those 2 left feet made into a right one. I didn't realize how long Dorothy's solo is. I sure hope the doctor says she's gonna be all right. I won't dance. Don't ask me. Oh my God, Dorothy, are you all right?
Honey, it's not as bad as it looks. The doctor says I'm fine. Just have to take it a little easy for a few days, that's all.
You're lying.
Oh, Sophia, Dorothy wouldn't lie.
A mother knows when her child is lying. It's like back radar. Now, what did the doctor really say?
He said I have to have surgery.
Surgery for what?
For kicks, Rose. No, I have a condition called Morton's neuroma.
Oh, I think I had that once. Now, how the heck did you ever catch it in your foot?
It's a very small tumor, Ma. I've had it for about 20 years.
tumor. It sounds serious.
No. It's a very simple surgical procedure. As a matter of fact, I'd only be in the hospital overnight.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, what a relief. So when are you going to have the surgery?
Never.
Honey, you just now said yourself it's a very simple procedure.
Oh, it is for the doctor. But it happens to be my foot that he wants to cut open.
So you intend to limp around in pain when you could be completely cured in just one night? Dorothy, that doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me. I don't like doctors. I don't like hospitals.
Nobody likes hospitals, but there's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, really, Rose? What about blood? What about death? What about those 90s that don't close up in the back?
Well, anybody can make it sound unpleasant. Dorothy, you are being irrational. Now, the bottom line is we're talking about your health. That is a very precious thing. The longer you put this surgery off, the more you may be risking your health. I just don't think that's a risk worth taking, do you?
Yes.
Fine. Don't have the surgery. Let me suffer.
Ma, it's my foot.
Your foot, my heart. Do you have any idea how much a mother suffers when she sees her child in pain?
Ma, don't do this.
I'll tell you how much. Worse than the 23 hours of labor it took to bring you into this world. Worse than the burns I got working nights as a fry cook to help put you through college. Worse than the time...
All right, Ma. I'll have the surgery. You win. You always win. But you don't play fair.
That's why I always win. I don't know what you have been complaining about, Dorothy. I think this is a very good hospital and a perfectly lovely room. Isn't it a lovely room, Rose?
Very lovely. I just keep wondering how many people have never left this room.
Where are they, Rose? Hiding in the shower?
She means a lot of people have probably croaked in here.
I know what she means, Ma. I just don't need to hear it the night before surgery.
Come on, don't be such a baby. I had my appendix out in the hospital in Sicily. That was rough.
Why?
They didn't believe in anesthesia back then. They had a nurse hold a pillow over your face, so the younger patients couldn't hear your screams. You had to pay extra for that. Sicily, love it or leave it.
Visiting hours are over, ladies. Everybody will have to leave. Well, where do you think you're going?
You said everybody.
Get back to bed.
Take care, darling. Bye-bye. Good night, pussycat. We see you first thing in the morning, honey.
I hope I can say the same thing.
Hello, Mrs. Vornak. My name is Dr. Ravel.
Oh, hello.
I'm here to tell you that Dr. Ashton won't be able to perform your surgery tomorrow. He's been subpoenaed in a malpractice suit.
You are kidding.
I'm afraid not. He's a damn fine doctor, too. I wish I were half the doctor he is. By the way, I'll be performing your surgery tomorrow.
Look, couldn't this surgery wait until he gets back?
Well, if he gets a hostile jury, you may have to wait 3 to 5 years. You'd be surprised how peeved people get nowadays over any little mix-up.
Mix-up?
I didn't say mix-up. And there's no one here to prove that I did. Now, if you'll just sign these forms, we'll be all set.
Forms?
Oh, they're just your standard consent forms releasing us from all liability in the unlikely event of your death.
I'm having this simple operation. How could I possibly die?
Oh, it's possible, believe me. Just ask Dr. Ashton.
Listen, you know, I really don't think this operation is a good idea.
Oh, Mrs. Bornak, relax. You have nothing to worry about. It's a simple surgical procedure. I'm sure everything will be fine. Here, I'll leave these forms so you can look them over, and I'll see you in the morning when I get back from court.
But wait a minute. I want to hear more about this mix-up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Night.
giving you the last rites, Mr. Ferguson.
I'm not Mr. Ferguson.
And what are you doing in bed with him? The man's dying, for God's sake.
Wait a minute, there is no Mr. Ferguson in this room.
Isn't this room 203?
303.
Oh, boy, what a day. Since I'm here, do you need the last rites?
Oh, no, thank you.
Have you had your operation yet?
Tomorrow morning.
Well, good luck. I'm sure everything will be fine. But just to be on the safe side, I'll swing by here tomorrow afternoon.
Dorothy?
Yes, Blanche?
What are you doing out there?
Checking the sprinkler system. Looks good. Good night.
You get yourself in here. Get in here. Where in the world did you come from?
The coffee shop at the bus station. I went there from the hospital to, think things out. But this toothless old wino who claimed he was Elvis kept hounding me for bus fare to Graceland. So I came home.
Blanche called the police. I just saw a big, ugly man with a limp walk past my bedroom window. He was wearing Dorothy's coat. But then again, it was dark, and I tend to over-dramatize. What are you doing? She snuck out of the hospital. She's too scared to have her operation. Dorothy!
Look, I couldn't help it. When the doctor came in with a release form, he told me what could possibly go wrong. I just panicked.
Darling, nothing is going to go wrong.
Blanche is right. Of course, one summer when I was a candy striper, you wouldn't believe the things I saw. Lost patients, mixed up medications, botched operations.
Rose, do a big ugly man with a limp a favor and shut up.
Dorothy, nobody likes being in the hospital, but it's natural to be afraid.
She's right, darling. Everybody has fears. Now, all my life, I had an incredible fear of flying. And I missed out on a lot of things because of that fear. Then, one day...
No, don't tell me. You met a handsome pilot. He invited you into the cockpit. Of course, you said yes, as you usually do in these stories. The two of you made passionate love, and now you cannot get enough of the friendly skies.
No, that's not what happened at all.
But then how did you get over your fear?
I never did, but thanks to Dorothy, I now have new hope.
You see, Dorothy, Blanche is willing to face her fear. I think it's time you faced yours.
Rose, forget it. I am not going to have that surgery, and no one is going to make me change my mind.
I thought I heard you in here. What are you doing home?
I'm all better, Ma.
Oh, she is not. She's afraid to have the surgery because she has a phobia about hospitals.
And do you know why I have that phobia? Because when I was 5 years old, I was left alone in the hospital on the day I was having my tonsils taken out.
I was in Cleveland at your Uncle Mario's funeral.
Yeah, but Pop wasn't.
Of course not. He hated your Uncle Mario. Everyone hated your Uncle Mario. That's how he died. 23 stab wounds during a block party and nobody saw a thing.
Pop left a scared, sick 5-year-old all alone at the hospital, said he had to go to work.
He did have to go to work. How else could we pay for the operation?
All I know is I was alone and terrified, and I have never gotten over it. I still have that phobia about hospitals.
Well, it's about time you got over it. Blanche, get the keys to your car. We're taking Dorothy back to the hospital.
Ma, I am not going.
Okay, fine. So you don't want to go back to the hospital?
No.
You don't want the doctor to operate?
No.
Then it's settled. We'll do it here. Blanche, go boil some water and get me a pillow. Rose, sharpen my ginsu knife. Dorothy, pick out a shoe you'd like to bite on.
You're not serious.
No, I'm just acting as stupid as you are.
All right. All right, I'll go back. Oh, you always win, don't you?
Yeah,
You're awfully good at this.
I'm the best.
Here we are.
How come I get the chair with the wobbly wheels?
Oh, looks like you have a new roommate.
Hi, Bonnet.
Dorothy, glad to meet you. Now look, on my test's finished. I am tired of being probed, poked, and prodded. More men have seen my behind in one day than in my entire life.
They'll be in to prep you for surgery in about an hour or two, then just relax.
There aren't enough drugs in the entire building.
I hope my exercising doesn't bother you.
No, not at all. What is it, some kind of therapy you have to do?
No, I just like to stay healthy.
I have to break this to you, Bonnie. You're in a hospital. The exercises aren't working.
Surgery today, huh?
Yeah. And I might as well warn you, I am not the best patient in the whole world.
I can put up with it for one night. Then tomorrow it is my turn in the operating room.
So you're having surgery too?
Yeah.
And you're smiling?
I've had this procedure before. The first time I was as nervous as you are. This time I know what to expect.
You're having the same operation again? I mean, don't they get it right around here the first time?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. About 3 years ago, I had a mastectomy. And, well, now I'm in for another.
And you're not scared?
I'm petrified. No one's that brave except in the movies and on television. But at least this time I know what I'm facing. I've gone through all the steps before. I have considered the alternatives, dealt with the reality. The last time, I think I started crying the moment the doctor told me, and I didn't stop till they wheeled me off to surgery. And then later, I cried because there was so much pain, I didn't think it would ever go away. But it did. And it will again. You get through it. You go on. When it comes right down to it, what other choice do we have? It could have been a lot worse. I could have missed these last 3 years. Dorothy, are you all right? How do you feel?
Like a fool. Like a damn fool.
Okay, Blanche, let's go. I found your shoes. They were under Sophia's mattress.
Oh, I didn't think you'd find them that fast.
What's going on, Blanche?
My foot hurts. I think I caught what Dorothy's got.
You can't catch what Dorothy has.
Well, then it must just be sympathy pains. Ooh.
Blanche, we're going to be late. Now, come on, let's go.
No, I don't think we ought to dance tonight. Rose is just not right. Now, we ought to be down at that hospital with Dorothy.
Sophia's with her. She's out of surgery and she's fine. Now, come on, let's go.
Rose, I have a confession to make. Flying isn't the only thing I'm afraid of. I also have a fear of performing. In front of groups, that is.
I thought you went to dancing school.
Oh, that was different. That was partner dancing, up close and personal. Rose, what I didn't tell you was, when I was 5, Mama enrolled me in a tap dancing class. For 6 months we practiced. 1 hour a day, 2 days a week. And I was good. I was cute and I was good. Real good. And then finally it came time for the night of the recital. And there were 13 little girls up there with our little Shirley Temple curls and our little starched white pinafores and our little Mary Jane shoes. And then they opened the curtain and the music started and 12 little girls started to dance. And one little girl wet her pants. That girl in the puddle was me. I have never told that to another living soul, Rose. You see, I thought I had overcome my fear, honey, but I just haven't, and performing is a nightmare for me.
Hey, we've all got our sad stories. Look, Blanche, we've practiced for 6 weeks. We've paid for our costumes. We told everybody we'd be there. Now, you're not going to wimp out on me. You're going to go to that recital. And if you end up in a puddle tonight, well, you just better break into singing in the rain.
What are you doing here?
You were operated operated on. You're my daughter. Where else would I be?
How long have you been here?
Since they took you to surgery, I haven't left the room. Not for a newspaper, not for food, not for a cold drink. All day I've been right here.
Ma, I love you. Could you fluff up my pillow a little, please?
What, I look like an orderly? Push the button, wake up a nurse. I'm just here for moral support.
I already got that from my roommate. Oh, she's gone. And I never thanked her.
Relax, she's not the Lone Ranger. She'll be back. I sent her to the cafeteria to get me a sandwich.
Hello. How are you feeling?
I'm exhausted.
How's our little patient doing?
Oh, fine. Just fine. A little groggy, that's all.
You're not in any pain?
Slight discomfort.
You want discomfort? Try sitting in this chair for 8 hours.
How was the dance recital?
We were great. They loved us. We've been invited to dance next month at the Sunset Charity Ball.
And there's even some talk about us going up to Palm Beach to be in the cotillion.
Oh, that's wonderful, and I'll be back in dancing shape by then.
Well, you don't understand. We've changed our act. We're no longer the tip-tap trio.
Huh? Who are we now?
Well, we're now known as the Two Merry Widows.
Hit it, Blanche.
Rose, honey, could I look at your hat for a minute?
With that bathroom repair, that's the lowest you're going to see.
Are you kidding? This is the highest I have seen. Look,
$3,000?
Hey, ladies, hire whoever you like, but I'm an expert. I can take a toilet apart blindfolded.
now there's a dying art. What's your point?
The point is, a lot of things can go wrong. Wood rot, loose plaster, cracked pipes.
You crooked plumbers.
Lady, what are you trying to say?
Get out.
All right. I guess you ladies are going into your feminist phase a little late in life. Well, no. You'll call me back. You know why? Because as we say in the plumbing game...
trying to intimidate us. I mean, he must really think we're stupid.
Really stupid? How could we possibly need 3 dozen spud gaskets?
Wait, spud gaskets?
That's what goes on the end of a hose bib. We couldn't need more than a dozen at most.
Rose, how do you know about this?
Well, I know a lot about plumbing. We always did our own plumbing on the farm. Of course, we didn't actually get plumbing till I was 18.
Rose, tell me something. How difficult would it be for us to repair that bathroom ourselves?
Well, it wouldn't be difficult at all.
Oh, forget it. That's a crazy idea.
You got that right. You're not a mechanical person, Dorothy. You never were. For the first 3 months of your life, you tried to breastfeed off my cameo.
Rose, come on. Do you really think we could do it?
Well, it might take a little time, but we'd sure save a lot of money.
Then let's give it a shot.
Great, my unmarried daughter wants to spend her weekend with a toilet. Now I can die in peace. Oh, Dorothy, could I please borrow your long rhinestone chain?
Of course, Blanche.
Why not? What's Dorothy gonna do with it? Snake out a toilet? It's just so hard to dress for these dates with Richard. I never know where we'll end up.
Oh, come on now, Blanche. Even the paper boy knows where you'll end up.
You know what I mean. With Richard, I have to be prepared for anything. Last week, he asked me out to lunch. We ended up going horseback riding.
Personally, I've always been afraid of dating a wealthy man.
Why, Rose? Fear of gold bullion?
No, it's just that sometimes rich people think more about money than they do about people.
Well, Richard's nothing like that, and I don't think he ever could be. He is simply the sweetest, kindest, most handsome man I've ever met. Only I do have a small problem with his money.
Why? You don't think you'll live long enough to spend it all?
I mean, I just don't want him to think that's the only reason I'm attracted to him. That's why whenever we're out together, I always pretend to be totally unimpressed by his wealth.
Isn't that kind of difficult?
Oh, no, not at all. I don't give a hoot how much he has. Fact is, I think I'm falling in love.
Oh, come on. Now, Blanche, are you telling me that you'd feel the same way about him if he didn't have a dime to his name?
Absolutely. I just have to see other men behind his back. Oh, come on. Oh, my God, no. Oh, come back here.
Well, I see you're right at home in a private jet.
Oh, well, I always try to take a private jet whenever I jet.
And here I thought I was impressing you.
Oh, well, it's a perfectly lovely jet, Richard, but there was really no need to fly all the way to Atlanta for dinner. I'm just an old-fashioned girl. I would have been very happy with a quiet dinner at home.
You would?
Absolutely.
I'll just tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
No way! Well, that won't be necessary. My goodness, we're 10,000 feet up. Besides, I know how you have your heart set on it. That's what I'm gonna do. Dorothy, I gotta talk to you. I owe you a big apology.
For what, Ma?
For what I said before, you know, about you not knowing a thing about plumbing. Dorothy, you're a genius.
Ma, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I walk into the living room, and there's a toilet in front of the television set. It's an old lady's dream come true.
Grasp the valve tightly with your hand.
Okay.
Turn it clockwise until scum gathers on your elbow joint. I'm sorry, I skipped page 62.
Listen, Rose, this is not working. We've been here a whole week and nothing has gone right. I'm ready to throw in the wrench and start using the Texaco station down the street.
Dorothy, don't panic. Look, you just need a break. Why don't we just wash our hands and have a nice cup of tea?
job, ladies. Who let you in here?
I was lucky I had it caught.
Looks like we've taken a few wrong turns here.
For your information, this is exactly the way we wanted it to look.
Oh, yeah? You got Siamese twins living here?
Lou, we really don't need your help.
Ladies, with all due respect, I think it's time you threw in the dish towel. I mean, trying to fix it yourself was cute, but I think you proved your point, and it's time to let a man take over.
I'm with Lou.
Oh, get your coat.
Lou is leaving. It's so hard, I look at my hands.
You're making a big mistake. The man may be a moron, but he knows how to fix a toilet.
It's fine with me. If the longer I let you do it yourself, the more I'm gonna get paid when you finally call.
Yeah, well, I have news for you, Lou. We are not calling, ever.
You ladies haven't seen the last of me. And you wanna know why? Because as we say in the plumbing game, it's never...
Hi, girls.
When did you get back?
Oh, a few minutes ago. What a day. I'm exhausted.
Oh, where'd you go?
Bermuda. Only Richard had a last-minute appointment, so it was just me and the kids. Oh, we had a terrific time, though, swimming and playing and talking. They're lovely children.
Does this mean you're going to marry Richard?
I don't know.
Honey, I don't understand. If you and the kids hit it off, then what's the problem?
Well, I hardly ever see Richard. Today was the third time this week he's had a last-minute meeting, and I had to spend the day with the kids.
He's a busy man.
Too busy. Even little Richard came up to me and said, "Now, don't worry, this happens all the time."
Little Richard was in Bermuda?
Yes, Rose. He was burying Fat's domino in his...
Richard's always talking about how much his children mean to him, and I know they do, but, he hardly has time for them. Or for me. I'm starting to wonder if maybe the main reason he wants me for his wife is because he needs a mother for his children.
Honey, if you think that's true, you'd better find out.
I intend to. I'm going to ask him straight out at dinner tonight. I just hope he has the answer I want to hear.
No. Don't worry, I'll be there tomorrow. We'll handle the situation. Tell Gresham we can get together next week. No, he'll have to come here. I can't go to the coast. No, we're going to have to try to keep that whole week clear for my honeymoon. Sometime around the 17th. Well, if you can close it, all right, do so. Call me. I'm on the plane. Sorry, dear. To Blanche Devereaux, the most wonderful woman in the world.
Richard, you stop that.
No, I mean it. And my kids agree with me. They're really crazy about you.
Richard, there's something I have to ask you.
I have something to ask you, too.
Okay, you first.
Where would you like to go on our honeymoon? I thought I'd surprise you and take you to Paris, but then I started thinking, maybe you don't like Paris. Maybe you'd rather cruise to the islands or visit the Orient.
Richard.
Oh, I just love the way that ring looks on you.
So do I. Richard, you know I am very, very fond of you. But I think we have a problem.
A problem? Let's look at it.
Well, when you first proposed to me, the thing that scared me the most was the idea of being a mother again, especially to such small children. I wasn't sure I could do it. In fact, I wasn't sure I even wanted to do it. But then I got to know the kids, and I realized they aren't the issue. The real problem is, I'm third in your life. Richard, you know your work comes first, then the children, then me. And that kind of marriage just can't work. At least it can't for me.
Blanche, I can be there for all of you. I can do it. I've been able to do just about anything I set my mind to. I know I can do this, too.
Richard, nobody can do it all. Now, as well as I get along with those kids, they need you. They're growing up without you, Richard, and it's hurting them. And right now, the most important thing should be the children. Not getting married. And not Gresham on the coast. And not trying to squeeze in a week for a honeymoon. Oh, this is the hardest thing I've ever tried to say to anybody.
You can't marry me.
Not now. Not yet. Listen, why don't you call up the kids and tell them they're spending tonight with their daddy. And then, after a while, if you still want to be a husband, why, you let me know. Bye.
Dorothy, do you want to do the honors?
Maybe later, in private.
No, we fasten the floor flange. That's all we have left to do.
Oh, no, honey, you go ahead. Later, I'll break a bottle of champagne over the flush valve.
Oh, girls, it is beautiful. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, but are you going out?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad. You know, we've been so worried about you.
Well, I guess you can cry just so long and eat just so much. Then you have to pull yourself together and get on with your life. Besides, there'll be other Richards. Of course, they won't be as charming or as handsome or as rich. I better stop. I'm starting to depress myself again.
Sophia, look! Isn't it wonderful? What do you think?
Looks like a bathroom.
A bathroom that works, and you were so sure that we couldn't do it ourselves. Watch, girls, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Knock it off. It's water, not oil.
have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are so